to go get Patricia.
Oh,
You.
That's where Ben went.
Oh, Ben went? Okay. Just hang on a minute.
Oh no, it was just here for her.
Here they come, you can hear them.
Cindy and Lyle are putting together this.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're finishing, I'm sorry, Priscilla never made
Here, let's go sit on this side, that way. Sure, you don't get like one of those.
I mean, already done.
it.
Already did. Seriously, left your house.
I did, sir.
The what?
I should not.
I don't have one with me. I leave it in the car. Because mine doesn't stop all day long.
Okay, that makes sense.
When's your phone's done?
Bubby, you're supposed to be the Rebbitzin tonight, so have a seat. You ready, Molly?
I'm sorry, Mom.
We are ready when you are.
Before we start the Shabbat service, I'd like everybody to turn around, say hello, and introduce yourself to people that you may not know. We're not going to sit here and be quiet like somebody else I know does it. After that, we can get started.
Hi, everybody. Do I know you, sir?
No.
I already say hello to everybody.
I turned around, I was there. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Got your last week.
Yes, sir.
Rabbi Boris will not be here tonight. He has COVID. So guys, be careful out there. And if we turn to page 128, Molly will lead us in Hine Matovu.
We're gonna keep shocking you on which instrument we're gonna sing with, just to encourage more singing tonight. So.
At this time, I'm going to ask Patricia to go choose someone to light the Shabbat candles with her. They don't have to be an adult.
Margaret was thinking about it, but she's not, she's helping with her mama. She was thinking about to be with me. Margaret, would you like to help me? Come on. Looks so beautiful without the mask. Okay, which page are you on? 121. Okay, which one would you like?
I have to do them all.
No, one or the other.
This one's,
Okay, you start. Loud, so everybody
I
can
have to say it loud.
You want me to do it together? Okay,
Tonight,
let's go.
ladies,
We're almost here, okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them. So may we, by our life, give light to all who behold us, as the brightness remind us of the generation of Israel, who had kindled light. So may we, in our own days, be among those who kindle light. Would you like to light the candle?
Okay.
They're church candlesticks, it's not really safety.
I'll try. You guys got the difficult ones.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu
V'tzivanu
le'alech
Ne'eshel
Shabbat. Blessed are you,
Adonai our God,
sovereign of the universe,
who healed
us
us
with the
with
mitzvah,
mitzvot,
commending us to
kindle the light on Shabbat.
Stay here. Sing it now. Thank you for doing it.
David, would you turn to page 126 and lead us through the prayer? I begin with a prayer of gratitude. Everyone, please join in.
We're here. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no
English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To God is to love the world God created, and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to life. Let's turn to page 127 and read alternately. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain.
On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted.
On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others.
On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and better world.
So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Let's turn to page 138 and 139. Uchadodi, And paragraph 9, we stand up, face the doorway.
So we'll do verses 1, 2, and 9, just for those of you who aren't familiar. Bnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lechadodi Librat Kala, Bnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lechadodi Librat Kala, Bnei Shabbat
Please remain standing for the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Please remain standing. Patricia, sit down, please.
La
You may be seated. We will continue on page 149. Priscilla, you have a book in front of you? You have a book, prayer book?
Yes.
Turn to page 149 and lead us in prayer on the top paragraph. Praise to you, Adonai, our God.
Praise to you, Adonai, our
Everyone,
God.
please join in.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and seasons lie.
The breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai hamari v'arovim. And if we turn to page 151, and we will pray responsively. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. Then this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please stand for the Shema. You may be seated.
And these words which I command you on
service in Hebrew as well.
Good.
But we're not going to have music, so if you want to join in chanting with Molly and myself, please do.
Ready? ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך וכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וכתבתם לעוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Thank you, Molly. Let's turn to page 157 with responsive reading on the bottom paragraph. In a world torn by violence. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Our failings are many and our faults are great. It has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. If you turn to page 158 for Micha Mocha, please join in with Molly.
We'll start with a little nonsense. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam, yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam. Ay yabba bim bam. Ay yabba bim bam. Mi chabocha bailim Adonai, mi chabocha nidar b'kodesh, norat hilot osefele, norat hilot osefele, ma'alechutecha ranu v'necha, b'kei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam. One more time. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam, yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam. Ay yabba bim bam. Ay yabba bim bam.
Let's turn to page 161, where we're going to read the Hashkivenu in English, and then Molly's going to sing it beautifully. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth, for which you are true protection and safety. And in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over your shelter of peace over all we love, over Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haparesu shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Page 170. 160. Molly, are we doing the Shamru or Yismachu?
Let's do a little bit of Shamru tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, with a little accordion, a little upbeat. Feel free to clap, snap, and sing. Please rise for the tefillah, page 164 and 165, and excuse me, 166, 168, and 170. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare
You may be seated. You may pray to God on your own. You can use the prayers that are in our Sidurim up until page 181, at which time we will do the concluding prayer for the Tefillah. Let me just read one thing further. You are with us in our prayers, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and your will. You are still clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai she'etecha levadecha b'yirah na'avah. Molly. This later. I believe we can all turn to page 180. The bottom of the page, Oseh Shalom. Molly's not getting a lot of rest tonight.
Shalom,
this time, Holly, you want to do your special music?
Yeah. We have a version of Shalom Rob that Christopher is going to play for us on the violin.
Wow. Special.
It'll be a familiar tune to everyone, hopefully.
Christopher, that was beautiful. Thank you. We're all done? Most of you know I am not a rabbi. I do not teach or preach the Torah. However, I do live by it. We have a number of new members at the synagogue, at the temple. Unfortunately, they're not here tonight because this Devar Torah is really based about what is Judaism and why do we practice and what happens. I know a lot of the members here who I've known for many, many years, and they know me. I grew up in an Orthodox home, decided that was not for me. We lived in Miami Beach. We belonged to a conservative shul. We moved to Mobile. We have never left this place. We walked in and said, this is home. Reform Judaism is a lot more relaxed than any of the three other sects of Judaism. Men and women were really basically kept as equal. Men can be called to the Torah. Women can be called to the Torah. The holidays are based around family. There are many things that I grew up with that we would never do in today's world. No one drove or no one rode in a car for Shabbat or for Yom Tov. I lived 8 blocks from the shul. That's the way life was in those days. And when we moved here, Patricia said, oh, we're close enough to walk. I think we walked there once since we've been here in 20 years. The Jewish religion in the Reform movement, I think, is wonderful. We don't enforce the rules of the laws of kashrut, which I grew up with, which I don't enforce at home anymore. We have what would be known as a kosher style house, better Jewish style. Conservatism is really basically the same as Reform Judaism. Brooke, you belonged to the shul for a while. Is it similar? Okay. It's enjoyable. And when I went back and looked at the craziness, which I feel, is what went on in the Orthodox way of life. If you went to a service, the men sat on this side, and the women were either back there or behind curtains or on another floor. Women wore hats on Yom Tov, and to Shabbos to come to shul. They usually were never there on Friday night. Everyone had a bar mitzvah when you were 13. There was no such thing you're not going to. There is no, to my knowledge at this day, what do we call it here? Confirmation. They do not have confirmation. I think it's a wonderful thing to hear young people talk of where they're at in this world. Living in a home that was kosher meant you had milchdik, which in Yiddish meant milk, and fleischadik, which was meat dishes, and meat silverware. Everything was segregated. Believe it or not, you had to have 2 dishwashers. You couldn't mix the 2. And we had a business in Miami Beach for a number of years where we serviced a lot of the Hasidim in Miami Beach. Was a lot of people there. They all had 2 dishwashers. They all had 2 stoves. And then when it came to Passover, everything got changed. All the silverware, all the dishes, everything was replaced with new stuff. They used to call us, we were in a service business, and they would call us to replace all the burners on their cooktops because it's Pesach. We can't use the ones we used all year long. It's a different world. The Shabbos candles were lit only by the moms, the mothers, and the bubbies. No men ever lit a Shabbos candle. You have questions?
Oh, no, sorry.
That's good. When you go into the shul on Yom Tov or on Shabbat morning, the men wear talesim. The women now can wear talit. But when I grew up, never. Here, the men can wear talesim, the women can wear talesim. Patricia and I wear talesim for Yom Tov. It's wonderful. It brings back memories. And there are things that happened that I crossed my mind last night that are interesting. If you've ever been to a Hasidic wedding or an ultra-Orthodox wedding, and you see them pick up the bride and the groom separately in chairs, and they can only touch through a handkerchief or a scarf and dance. Well, if we did that here, people would think we're nuts, but it's done. And it's been done for years. At the wedding ceremony, the bride is in the altar and they have 3 Hasidim walk around them 7 times and pray. I don't know what they say. I didn't care at that point. But these are little things that I thought some of the new members who are converting to Judaism have no clue what all this is about. And I'd like to get a night where they all have to sit down and watch Fiddler on the Roof, because tradition is wonderful. Are you calling me?
No.
Oh. It's breaking of the glass at a wedding after the service is wonderful. They're now starting to do it here. The Tubiani, when they got married here, he had a fight with the rabbi to bring a glass to break. He said, but I'm not going to do it unless I can break my own glass. So we've changed a lot here. And I only wish these people were here who have no idea, because I can go on with this all night long. There are things that we don't see anymore. The Hasidim, the Chabad that's here is very interesting. They are not rabbis. They're not ordained rabbis. They like to show us that they're Hasidic. But Rebbe Schneerson, the big rabbi of 1,000,000 years ago, would not recognize them because it's not the way it is. But I hope you've enjoyed this because it brought back tons and tons of memories. It's interesting. We have women dress the Torah here when it's taken out. Not in an Orthodox shul. I don't know whether they do up at the conservative temple, which is great. I think it should be. So with that, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Molly?
I think we'll have everyone turn to page 371 for the Mishabera.
Tonight we pray for the health for Harold Fink, Sheila Ross, Dr. John Johnson, David Cherniak, Ann Miller, David Menaker, who I saw is doing great, Amy Sundberg, Mary Elizabeth Perry, and Patricia Silverman.
Is there anyone else?
Anyone else?
Stephen Etheridge.
Julie Council.
Ben Bloom,
Oh, excuse me, and Ben Bloom.
The rabbi.
the rabbi who also has COVID tonight.
What about the Zoom?
What?
Zoom.
Anyone on Zoom? Who's got, Andy's there. Ben, where are the girls? Where?
Bloom, symbol.
Where the food is.
Yeah. Someone's not eating anything. Come on, my counter.
Wait, lady. Come here. Come. Fine, come. That's okay. You can come sit. Just come in here. I'll go with you.
And come on up here.
Okay, that's great.
Molly, you open that door.
I will open up this door. Yes, you want to help us open the
You wanna open
yard?
the door?
Easy, easy.
Stand right here with me, okay?
Turn to page 586 for Elena. Please rise.
Shalom,
You may be seated when the doors are closed. Easy.
Great job.
Let's turn to page 595. And Molly's going to lead us in one of the most beautiful prayers before Kaddish. Yesh Kochavim.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light. Long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we love. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember. Yesh Kochavim she'oram magi'ar arza, rak asher heim atzmam hebdun beinam. Yesh anashim she'ziv zikram me'ir, rak asher heim atzmam inam od b'tocheinu. Orot elei hanafikim, b'cheshkat halayil, heim heim shemarim l'adam et haderek, et haderek. Heim heim shemarim l'adam et haderek, et haderek.
Molly, wasn't that written by Shemesh?
Yes, Hannah.
Hannah Shemesh.
The same person who wrote the text to Eli Eli.
Yes. It's beautiful song, beautiful prayer. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss of life and death. We recall now our loved ones who have departed this earth and entered into the peace of life eternal. This week, we pray for the soul of Barry Bennison, Janice Goldman, Julia Harris Garb, Geraldine Gare Kofler, Clarice McDonald, Sam Schulman, Abraham Garsberg, Edwin Zolniker Sr., Gail Stern Bergman, William Paul Warman, and Helen Miller, the wife of Larry Miller, has passed away this week.
Mother.
What?
Mother.
I said his mother. Didn't I say his mother? No, I'm sorry, his mother. Let us all stand and repeat the Kaddish with me. Yiskadal v'yiskadash shmei rabbah v'yoma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beis Yisrael v'agala v'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach li'olam li'olamei olamaya. Yishbar, Yishramam, Yisnasei, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shmei, the Kudusha, Brechu, Leila, Minkol, Birchata, the Shirata, Tushkachata, Venechemata, Damiran, the Olama, the Imru, Amen. Yehei Shalom, Rabba, Min Shamayim, B'chayim Aleinu, the Alkol Yisrael, the Imru, Amen. Ose Shalom, Bimrumav, Huyat, Se Shalom. Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael v'Imru. Amen. O maker of peace in your place on high, make peace for us, for Israel, and for all mankind. Pardon me, folks. We have friends living in Israel, and it's bad news. At this point, we're going to continue with the Kiddush. Please be seated. I'm sorry, you can stand for the Kiddush. Listen, I haven't done this in quite a while, since last week. And there is
I get to take a
what?
breath so we can celebrate.
One other thing with the Orthodox, no woman ever said Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho v'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tekilah lemikra'ei kodesh zeker litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yatanu kidashta min kol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava
motzi?
No,
Rachel.
get out.
Come on, Rachel.
No, you're coming, Rachel.
What's the stand?
Oh, we got another, we have another one.
Come on. Come on.
And after we do, before we do the motzi, announcements?
Sure. You
You want to do it after?
we can do it after.
Okay, we'll do it
Let
after.
everybody.
I have it. All right, ready? Who wants to hold it? I'll let you hold it.
You can have-
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. I'll let y'all take. You want to take a little piece off? You can have a little piece if you want. You're
Come
good.
on, take a piece. Come on, it doesn't bite.
There you go.
It's fresh.
So we'll take it in the other.
Give me a hand. All right, we'll put it back in.
Okay.
Announcements.
Hey, double in. Oh, you in.
Yeah. You can come up here if you want to say it for the people on Zoom as well.
Feel important, just stand up there.
Yeah,
It's great.
okay.
Two pieces of paper
All
I
right.
had, so.
Two pieces of paper. The first one is about tidy up the temple this Sunday, August 25th at 10 o'clock. And it sounds like there will be plenty of food to eat. And it is asked to RSVP, please, so that there's the right amount of food. And then the second one is the discussion about blacks and Jews, the audacity of standing together. It will be Thursday, September 5th at 6:30 p.m. at the Historic Avenue Cultural Center, which is on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. 3 speakers, Reverend Herbert Brisbane, Dr. Kern Michael Jackson, and Dr. David Miola.
Thank you.
That is a library. When they made the library for the black people, they made it very equally as made, but in a little one, less than a quarter. So it's a beautiful building, because it's a replica of the maid, but it was tiny. It's a beautiful building. And it's open for people to come and see it.
We're not finished yet. Don't go running away. On Zoom tonight, we had Ann Zelniker, James Perry, Shirley Boyd, Pinky and David Cherniak, Hannah and Alex, Randy Fry, Steve Molfelder, Lena DeLuca, Harvey and Sandra Gander, Marion Birkin, Leonard Wells, Karen, and Hangnath Singh.
Say thank you.
What?
You have to say thank you to them.
I have to say something to them?
No,
Welcome for joining us. Thank you, guys. Our closing song?
Our closing song is, we're going to do the Hallelujah, the Kol HaNishma. It's on page 643. There's not a lot of words. Everyone can say, I'm going to practice. Hallelujah.
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 So if you can't sing anything else, you got to at least sing those words right there. Okay? We'll sing it a couple of times so everyone can join in. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol hashma tehalewa, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hashma tehalewa, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for enjoying the Shabbat service. Hopefully next week the rabbi will be here.